Calls and conversations continue in less than 3 minutes as the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues after this.
Highland Sports Complex is the coolest destination for sports and entertainment the Ohio Valley has ever seen. Pop in for some open basketball in our field house or reserve some turf time for your next practice or game on our synthetic fields. Online registration is open for development classes and leagues for youth and adults. Highland Sports is also the hottest destination for birthday parties and other events. So come challenge yourself on our play climb and enjoy your favorite virtual reality game in the arcade. No memberships required, so visit highlandsports.com to find your next entertainment experience and get ready to reach new heights.
A serious injury from an accident can be just the start of your worries. What if you cannot return to work? How do you take care of your family if you're disabled? At Gellner Law Offices, we represent seriously injured people and understand their problem. We know how to get you fair compensation. We will work hard to make sure you get the money you deserve for your losses. Don't go it alone. If you're hurt in an accident, call us at 304-242-2900 or visit us at gellnerlaw.com.
We'd like to help.
For all of your IT needs, visit OmniPerforms.com. Omni Strategic Technologies, the only IT company that the Watchdog trusts.
Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands with another steal of a deal. Get a steak burger and fries all day Monday for only $8.99. It's also Military Mondays. The Lube will take 25% off for all veterans, active duty military, and first responders. Quaker Steak and Lube voted Best Wings USA.
Hey man, what can I get you?
Yeah, can I have 2 Coors Lights?
You got it. Hey Mike! I need 2 Coors Lights!
Sure thing.
With a taste as cold as the Rockies, only Coors Light gives you refreshment every time.
Here you go.
Thanks, Mike. Doing a great job. All right, 2 ice-cold Coors Lights.
That's the coldest beer I've ever had.
Hey, they don't call it the world's most refreshing beer for nothing.
Okay, be honest with me. Do you really have the Rocky Mountains in your beer cooler?
You don't believe it? Check it out.
Man, that's pretty amazing.
I know, right? I can't believe it myself sometimes. I mean, this cooler is only 3 feet wide.
Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
CA House Music has all the gear to make your music legendary. With all the best gear, including Fender, Epiphone, Yamaha, and more, CA House will have you rocking in no time. Get the most for your money with everyday low prices. And we meet or beat internet pricing. Play before you buy and let our product specialists help you pick out the instrument that's right for you. CA House Music, supporting local musicians since 1872. Play music for life.
Hello, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm the Storm Tracker, Darnell Foster. With a look at your local weather forecast for your Tuesday. Look for mostly sunny skies, a daytime high near 34. Mostly cloudy overnight with temperatures down to 26 degrees. Just a couple of scattered showers around for your Wednesday, otherwise mostly cloudy with temperatures in the lower 50s. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm Darnell Foster.
The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station or its sponsors.
All right, listen up, you guys. Morning.
Morning.
It's Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday.
I am loving the sound of your voice.
Good morning, sunshine.
Crank up the radio.
You all ready for the big show?
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
And action.
Okay, let's do it. Hey, guys. You ready to let the dogs out?
All right, let's do this.
Yes, we are ready to let the dogs out.
Well, what are we waiting for?
It's showtime.
Something to think about, something to laugh about, and something to talk about every day. This is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe. Brought to you in part by Wheeling Hospital.
Anyone besides me almost stunned to take a look at the calendar and see that it's December the 29th already? I'm sitting here trying to figure out whether this year has sped by or crawled by. I mean, 2020, God help us, we're going to be so happy to have it gone, and out of our lives, although 2021 is going to start on a COVIDly bad note, probably. But I'm just looking at the date on the calendar, and I'm thinking, Biff, December 29th. Hard to believe that we are now a handful of days away from bidding adieu to this miserable year. And I stop and think about a year ago, would we have predicted 99% of what happened in 2020?
No way.
No. I mean, who would have predicted it?
No way. I think even if you would have went to a psychic or someone like that, I don't even think they could have predicted what we had this year.
It's just, and like I said, I'm trying to figure out, did this year speed by? I mean, I'm looking at the calendar, I'm going, oh, it's almost over. And in some ways, because we didn't do a lot of things this year, because it was the year America shut down, it seems as if it's sped by. And then on the other hand, it seems like we've been living in this phantom world of COVID in 2020 forever. It's hard to believe. McCabe and I are preparing to do a year in review show later this week. We're going to talk about some of the top news stories of the Upper Ohio Valley. And looking over some of the stories of this past year, there have been other things besides COVID. There were one or two stories that if you would ask us, I think John or I, or you, Biffy, on this day, last year, when do you think are going to be the big stories of 2020? I think probably two stories, which were big stories still, would have popped up. I think that on this day a year ago, Biff, we were all assuming probably the dominant story of the year was going to be the I-70 work. Oh my God, they're going to do I-70, they're going to shut the bridges down, traffic is going to be tied up forever and ever, it's going to be the worst situation we've ever had. And we began doing our road reports, and TV7 began putting cameras on their website. We all were prepared for the big story of the year was going to be I-70. Well, of course it wasn't. First of all, because it turned out not to be that big a deal. I mean, after the first couple of weeks, we got used to the traffic, and that was it. And, other than the occasional little hiccup with traffic and some people from out of the area coming through and not being aware of it, it was not that big a deal. And then the other story, I think probably this day last year, if you were to ask me what was going to continue to dominate, probably would have been the Bishop Bransfield story, which did indeed dominate. But which it continued at least into 2020. But who could have thought? Who could have thought, pardon me, that by the end of the year, our kids would not have been in the classroom for months and months on end? Who would have thought that our kids were learning by Zoom? Who would have thought that restaurants would shut down completely? Who would have thought Monroe would never have lunch again with his friends in a restaurant for much of the year? Who would have thought the economy would go into a nosedive because of all of this? Who would have thought the government was going to create several multi-billion, near trillion-dollar packages of relief to give to the public? Who would have thought any of that? I like the way you said it, Biff. If you had gone to Miss Helen, isn't that her name, the one over in Bridgeport who is a psychic over there, If you had gone to Miss Helen and said, I'd like you to give me a look ahead into 2020, nobody, not even that lady, I forget her name, the one who claimed she predicted John Kennedy's assassination way back when. Nobody would have been able to say, we're about to begin a year where the kids will stay home from school, businesses will shut down, restaurants will close, the economy will dive, and hundreds of thousands of Americans will die. Who would have thought it? Just some thoughts running through my mind as I look at the calendar here on December the 29th, 2020. What's coming up today? Back to business after our extended Christmas break on top of the holidays a little bit. The House okays a $2,000 stimulus payment, also overrides Trump's veto of the defense spending bill. Trump's last-minute signature on the COVID relief bill prevents a government shutdown today. Could have happened today, but there won't be. But there will still be some people affected by the delay in him signing that bill. Our D.C. reporter Tom Squitieri is in with all the latest. Still a controversy over public officials going to the head of the line for vaccines. Got a lot of feedback on that while we were away. I want to talk about it a bit. A change in leadership at the Wheeling Park Commission. And each day this week, we'll look back on key stories of 2020. Today, the entertainment stories and the legal and justice stories that were important in the year that we are wrapping up. Going to be a cold day today. Not a cooler, but a cold day today. Mid-30s for the high. Sunny skies, going to look good, but going to be cold today. 32, 33 or so for our high. Currently, it is cold, 25 degrees at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. That 25 feels like 19. So 25 degrees at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport, 25 at the home studios, and 25 degrees at the Robinson Auto Group Studios, downtown Wheeling in the heart of the Ohio Valley. Biff, you were in yesterday. I had the day off. We haven't chatted about Christmas. How was your holiday, my friend?
It was a nice holiday. We beat the storm on Christmas Eve, went up to Mom's house and had dinner, and we went to Mass at 8 o'clock Christmas Eve. And right as we started to leave to go to Mass, it was like sleet coming down, and we got into church, and by the time we got out, the snow was starting to stick on the roads. So we timed that good, and everybody got home and beat the storm Christmas Eve night. And then Christmas Day, just went over to Dad's and had a little bit of small get-together. Nothing big, just my dad's mom and dad and my grandparents, and then my aunt and uncle, and just us kids, and that was it. So we had a small gathering for Christmas, and then after that, it was just took it easy the rest of the weekend and watched some football. And the little ones, they loved their Christmas gifts, and they were going about 1,000 miles an hour like they usually do, and all was good.
That sounds great. We had a good one too. What did the little ones get, by the way?
I got my niece she likes Frozen. She's into Frozen.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yep.
So I got her a.
All little girls are. Yep.
Oh, it's yeah. That's the I guess the end thing now is Frozen. So I got her. It was a build your own castle from Frozen.
Nice.
So I got her that, and then I got my nephew, since he likes trucks and blocks, one of those cement block trucks, and then it's got blocks in it, so you can turn the blocks or build them. And I got him that, and then my brother got him a little. You ever heard of Blippi?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Teddy watches Blippi, yeah.
Okay, so he got him a garbage truck. It's a little garbage truck that he plays with. So he was Christmas Eve up at Mom's house. He was playing with the trucks and everything else, and just he'd play for one for a little bit, then play with the other, then go back, and about 15-30 minutes each. And then I think Dad got him. Oh, he got Gator Golf. So
okay.
So we go over to Dad's house on Christmas, and he gets a present. He brings it over to me, and so I helped him, and I start unwrapping it, and I got it going, and he got it the rest of the way, and he looked at that, and his eyes got real big, and he went, he goes, golf. I said, yeah, that's golf. So he opens the box, and he's got the golf ball. He's going, golf balls. I play golf. I go, okay, buddy. You can play. He goes, put it together. So I go, okay, so we're about ready to eat, so I get everything out, and I got it all. It was like 2 minutes to put together. It wasn't that hard or anything. So I got everything ready, so it's time to eat. So I get a plate of food. I'm starting to eat, and he looks at me and goes, golf. I go, buddy, let me eat. I'll put it together in 5 minutes. Let me eat, okay? So I'm about halfway done, and he goes in the other room, and he goes, golf. I go, buddy, give me 5 minutes, and I'll put it together for you. Okay. So I hurry up and get done eating and put it together for him, and he puts it down, and there's 4 different colored golf balls to this game. So, of course, he's got to make all 4 golf balls, and the gator pops the golf ball out, and he's jumping up and down, and he's having a good old time. And then he figured out, well, if I just put the golf ball in the back of the gator spits it out. So he'd put a golf ball in, it'd spit it out. He'd put another one in, it'd spit it out. And he was just back and forth. And then occasionally, he'd try and putt it and make it, and he'd make it, and the golf ball would spit back out, and he'd start jumping up and down, and he had a blast. I mean, and they both did. I mean, it was great. And then I think at some point on the way home, probably before they got to the Fort Henry Bridge, he may have both of them may have fell asleep, but
conked out.
Yeah, you could tell they were kind of. That point where you think, okay, are they almost asleep, or are they about ready to get that second win? He was somewhere there, and I think more towards the side of I'm going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had
one thing I will say, clearly you have taught him well, Biffy.
That's
his desire for golf is clearly built in strongly now.
Oh, as soon as he did, he got that wide eye. Golf ball. I play golf. I said, buddy, just let me eat, okay? I'm hungry. Give me 5 minutes, and then we'll put it together, and you can have at her. And then he got a little hockey game with the hockey players.
Of course. Yeah, golf and hockey. Why not? That makes sense.
Golf and hockey. So my brother, he put the hockey rink together for him, and then he got all the little men and set them out on the ice. It was like almost like a rollout type thing that you put in the middle, and it's got like the boards around it. So he sets the guys up, and he was playing with that, and showing him where to put everybody. He didn't care where everybody went. He just wanted to have at it. So he set that up, and then he played that, and he had a good time. They both did, and they enjoyed it.
Christmas is clearly for children. I mean, if you have kids in the house around at any time during Christmas, you realize that just takes it over the top. There's no question about it. Teddy had a lot of good things. He opened up gifts at his house. We went down for a while and watched him open the gifts at his house, and then later he came to our house to open his gifts up here. My brother and sister-in-law got Teddy a Fast and Furious car, remote control car, big thing. Zip, 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 zip across the floor, which I want to thank my brother for. Because all weekend long, tables were getting hit and people were getting run over as he was towing his big remote control car. And we had got him, one of the first things he'd asked for was a Paw Patrol tower. If you know, the Paw Patrol is one of the kids shows that he watches, and the Mighty Pups tower, big tower, electronic, has batteries in it, flashing lights, barking dogs, lots of noises. And he opened it up here because we gave it to him, and he was all excited about that. And my son and daughter-in-law said, and you understand, it's staying here. That big, loud, noisy thing is not coming to our house. You gave it to him, you live with it. But lots of superhero figures and Lego figures and games. We've got a lot of games this year because he really likes to play games. But it was just great. Kids Christmas is clearly for kids. And I am very excited to announce, Biffy, and I'm not going to make you do this, all right? You don't have to do this. But from now on, people should call me Lord Howard.
I saw this.
I am officially a Lord of Scotland. My daughter-in-law, this is a really clever gift. My daughter-in-law bought me a tiny square foot of property in Scotland. And because in Scotland, if you own property, you are officially a lord. I now have my own, I'm showing it on the video screen here, I have my own proclamation that I am now officially Lord Howard King Monroe. You may refer to me as Lord from now on. So, and I guess this is a thing in Scotland. If you are a property owner, that confers upon you the title of Lord. Whereas Lord Howard King Monroe, hereinafter referred to as the Lord, has, by way of notice, this 13th day of November, must have been when she bought it, and the year 2020, in the 68th year of the reign of our sovereign Lord Elizabeth II, by the grace of God of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and North Ireland and all of her realms and territories, has sent us the intention to purchase and to accept the purchase of a property G53666 in the forest of the Plock Forest. So that's where my square footage is. And know ye therefore, Howard King Monroe, by the virtue of ownership of land in Scotland, may henceforth be known to all as Lord Howard King Monroe. I am an official Lord of Scotland now. I just love this. I think that is the cleverest gift of them all. And it's true. I mean, I've got a little map. If I ever go to Scotland, I can go out into the forest and find my little square foot. And you have certain rights to it. If you can put up a tent in that square foot, you're allowed to camp in the forest and all this kind of stuff. But it was just, that was extremely, extremely clever. Other than that, I got some traditional things that old Monroe likes. I got some gizmos for my desk, power for blocks for my phones and tablets and so on. Got I got a chess and backgammon set because I have not played chess or backgammon for years, but I used to. So I got a really nice wooden chess backgammon set that we can play backgammon on. It was some neat gifts. But I have to admit, I love now officially being Lord Howard King Monroe. My daughter-in-law says, put that on your credit card. Have them put Lord Howard Monroe on your credit card. She says, see what happens. You go to a restaurant, you go to a hotel, and you run it, and you throw out your card that says Lord Howard Monroe. See if they give you something special. Will they upgrade you because you're a lord? Should I put it on my business card? Should I put it on my stationery?
I'd put it everywhere.
Howard King Monroe.
I'd put it everywhere. Why not?
That's what my daughter-in-law, she said, I would put that every place I could. So I am officially a Lord of Scotland now. And I tell you what, now it's making me think I'd like to go to Scotland. So our old friend Alan from Neffs said, he said, I'm going to Scotland soon. He says, tell me where it is, and I'll go and look up your property. So that was very cool. And just in general, we had a great Christmas, Biffy. I told you all my plan had been to have on Christmas Eve a big Zoom gathering with everybody. Normally on Christmas Eve, they all come to our house. And, of course, we couldn't do that this year. But it worked out really well. I wasn't so sure about this, but it worked out really well. The whole family got on the big Zoom call for about, 30, 45 minutes or so. And just, joke with each other and talk to each other. And the kids each opened up one of their gifts for the whole group to see. It turned out to be a really, really nice little virtual get-together. again, surprised me how well that worked out. And at the same time, I had some ham and shrimp and some good stuff that I kept telling them, I said, guys, you know, when you're here for Christmas Eve, we always have this. So I want you to know we're still having it. You can't eat it, but I'm going to eat it. And my wife baked the Christmas casseroles. I think I mentioned this before the break. Always, my mom used to make, and when she passed away, my wife continued making the breakfast casserole, a very big Monroe family tradition. All the kids loved it, which we'd have on Christmas morning. And since we couldn't all be together, my wife baked each of the families their own individual breakfast casserole. So on Christmas Eve, Nancy and I took the gifts and the Christmas casseroles around each of the family members and gave it to them. And I had a lot of Christmas casserole on Christmas morning. And then Teddy and his parents and my wife and I got together for Christmas Eve dinner, or Christmas dinner. And it was really nice. I mean, we had ham and turkey, and my daughter-in-law made some mashed potatoes and stuffing and, all the fixings. And it was really good. And, of course, I've continued to eat it all weekend long as well. But it was a really, really good Christmas. Very different than traditional. But, Biffy, I think I almost enjoyed it more. There was something about this Christmas. It was a little bit slower paced because it wasn't the hectic run around, everybody's coming, everybody's going, kind of thing. It was slower paced, but it was a lot of fun. It was a very, very, very good Christmas. Could not get to Christmas Eve services because I'm not yet going to church services in public because of COVID. But our church service, our Christmas Eve service, Advanced Church, was broadcast on Facebook, so I at least was able to take part in that. It's not quite the same when they did the silent night lighting of the candles at the end, and everything is silent, and you watch everybody in the dark. I wish I'd been there. That's such a moving moment. But anyways, all the way around, I had a great holiday. It turned out to be really, really good, and I enjoyed it. And Biffy, I hope you did. I hope you did as well.
Yeah, we did. We it was a good time by all.
7:32, 28 till the hour. Watchdog Morning Show Tuesday is underway. Coming up, we'll talk a little bit about some holiday things that are kind of leftovers from, no pun intended, holiday leftovers. I'm not talking about turkey here. Some leftover holiday stories I want to get to, including returns this year. What are they going to be like? Got some predictions of that. Also, this is a pandemic year, the COVID year. What were the holidays like back in 1918 when we had the last big pandemic? Got a little info on that I'll share with you coming up. We are the Watchdog Morning Show, looking at 25 degrees at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport, 25 in my home studios, 25 at the Robinson Auto Group Studios, downtown Wheeling. In the heart of the Ohio Valley. Watch us on Facebook Live. Good to have you along. Many of you are checking in on Facebook Live, and hello to y'all. Good to see you here. Also, feel free to text me if you'd like to, 304-214-1600, 304-214-1600, or use the CityNet hotline at 304-232-8255. We best pause in our deliberations and check some news.
The WTRF Channel 7 News Update is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
Now...
One.
December the
Excuse me.
Lose yet another offensive lineman. No, not to an injury, but to the waiver wire. Derwin Gray was claimed by Jacksonville. Meanwhile, the 12-3 Steelers visit the 10-5 Cleveland Browns Sunday afternoon. The big question is, and maybe he'll answer today during his press conference, will Mike Tomlin sit a number of veterans? Stay tuned. Be safe. Check on the elderly. I'm Bill DeFabio on Sports. AM is 1600, and we are the Watchdog.
Highland Sports Complex is the coolest destination for sports and entertainment the Ohio Valley has ever seen. Pop in for some open basketball in our field house or reserve some turf time for your next practice or game on our synthetic fields. Online registration is open for development classes and leagues for youth and adults. Highland Sports is also the hottest destination for birthday parties and other events. So come challenge yourself on our play climb and enjoy your favorite virtual reality game in the arcade. No memberships required, so visit highlandsports.com to find your next entertainment experience and get ready to reach new heights.
The Original Undos in Benwood is the perfect place to enjoy the big game, great food, and the company around you. The outdoor patio is the best-kept secret in Marshall County, featuring plenty of big-screen HD TVs, an outdoor beer garden, and NFL and MLB packages so you don't miss a second of the action. With the holiday season fast approaching, don't forget about Undos Catering. Perfect for holiday parties, family gatherings, conferences, weddings, or any event large or small. Check out undos.com for menus, specials, entertainment, and more. Undos Family Restaurants, family-owned since 1953.
Toyotathon is on, making now the best time to visit your Toyota dealer and to save big on the car, truck, or SUV you've been dreaming of, like a 21 4Runner or a 21 Tacoma, both with $1,000 cash back from Toyota. Take $1,000 back on a 21 gas model Corolla or $1,500 on a hybrid. Or check out a 21 RAV4 with available all-wheel drive, now with $1,000 cash back. Or a select model 21 Highlander and take up to $1,500 cash back. Take $2,000 cash back on a new 2020 gas model Camry or $3,000 on a hybrid model Camry. Visit buyatoyota.com, Toyota's official website for deals, to check out inventory, build your own Toyota, and to find a dealer near you. All to help make buying or leasing your next Toyota easy and affordable. You can take cash back or apply toward down payment. Offers exclude TRD Pro models and hybrid offers vary. See your dealer for details. Toyotathon is on, so hurry. Go see your Toyota dealer today. Offers end January 4th. Toyota. Let's go places.
Does your dog need groomed or walked? Are you looking for a pet sitter or dog boarding options? If so, call Dirty Paws, Wheeling's newest pet care service, providing the Ohio Valley with everyone's pet care needs. Check us out on Facebook at Dirty Paws WHG or call 304-639-7754.
How do you give hope to a child in the foster care system? It starts with your heart. That tug you feel in yours when you hear that children are waiting for a stable, loving voice to speak up for their best interests. And then it becomes your time. What started out as a feeling that maybe you could make a difference becomes the difference. Change a child's story. There is a child waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org.
For all of your IT needs, visit OmniPerforms.com. Omni Strategic Technologies, the only IT company that the Watchdog trusts.
Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands is at it again with $10 Tuesdays. Your choice of steak, ribs, wings, or shrimp, plus a sidecar for only $10. All day Tuesday, Quaker Steak and Lube voted Best Wings USA.
Bill DeFabio, the kind of guy who wanted to purchase the original Christmas Story leg lamp.
This is a lamp.
And return it to its rightful owner because he figured somewhere in this world
It's indescribably beautiful.
a sad one-legged lady was sitting in the dark.
What a great lamp.
Tune in to the Bill DeFabio Variety Show, weekdays 12 to 2, only on The Watchdog.
There's a time and a place for everything, including a different point of view. This is that time and place. You're listening to the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe, brought to you in part by Wheeling Hospital.
Gloria, hello to you as well. Gloria says hello. She's one of those ones watching on our Facebook Live video feed. Hello to you, Gloria. Also to Matt and Mike and Mark, the 3Ms who are individually watching on our Facebook Live video. Who else? We got Crystal and Charlotte and Andrew among those folks checking in on Facebook Live. Hopefully you are watching on Facebook Live as well. Live from the home studios here in the Elm Grove section of Wheeling. Off the text line, at 304-214-1600, 304-214-1600. All hail Lord Monroe, the fearless morning emperor. Because I am now officially a lord. Bob Ney posted on my Facebook page over the weekend when I mentioned I was officially a lord. Now that I own property in Scotland, making me a lord of Scotland. Bob said the same thing. He said, are you Lord Morning Emperor or Morning Emperor Lord? You may just call me Lord. Just feel free to just call me Lord. I'll just be Lord Monroe. That's all I need to be. Let's see. Zach is back, right? Zach Petty is with us in the Big 7 this morning here. Good morning, Zach.
Good morning, Howard. How are you today?
I am well. Great holiday behind us and heading into the end of the year. Glad to put 2020 behind us pretty soon. How was your vacation and your holiday?
Oh, it was good. I was able to kind of relax and enjoy some R&R. Had some nice time with mom, dad, sister, and pup. And just kind of, I had to do everything Zoom Christmas or whatever the fancy term was. But other than that, it was good. Glad to be back, though.
We did a Zoom Christmas with my family. I was telling the audience earlier. And I wasn't sure how it was going to work. We always have the family over to my house on Christmas Eve. My brothers, or not my brothers, I don't have a brother. Well, yeah, my brother and sister-in-law and my kids and their family and so on. And we couldn't do it this year, obviously, because of COVID. I wasn't sure how it would work out, but you know what? We had a really nice family get-together on Zoom. Just about half an hour meeting on Christmas Eve. But it was nice, Yeah. It was a weird Christmas because we couldn't see as many people, but I felt good about it. I think maybe we just all slowed down a little bit this year because of COVID, because we couldn't go places. We had to, slow down a little bit. I don't know. I had a great holiday. I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was a really nice Christmas.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. My only issue was whenever everyone would start talking, you'd have to figure out, all right, who needs to talk, who needs to go, and then you kind of had to play past the talking stick.
Yeah. Well, it was typical. Everybody makes these jokes about Zoom. It was a typical Zoom meeting. Peggy, I think your microphone's. I think you're muted. No, she's not muted. She is just not pinging. Where did she go? Her picture is gone. I think she's still there. Wait a minute, you got to scroll the screen over. You can't get, this. That, and you're right.
Exactly.
Who's talking and who's talking next? But it still turned out. It's turned out pretty well. And I must say, the winter weather. Yeah, we had some really rough roads on Christmas Eve and early Christmas morning. But really, the white Christmas was, in my mind, very nice.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I was thinking of you whenever I took that picture on Christmas morning. I'm like, hey, at least it started on Christmas Eve. So I did, even though I was not around that week, the work week before Christmas. I told you on that Friday that, hey, there's the chance that we could be seeing a white Christmas. I gave you the opportunity, or I told you there was a chance, and lo and behold, I was right again. Doesn't happen often.
You were, and it really added to me at least, added to the ambiance of Christmas. Now, I didn't have to go out anywhere.
Yeah.
We did our traveling on Christmas Eve before the snows came, so I was safe at home, and I felt bad for those who had to drive, and it got to be pretty intense for a while.
Yeah.
But I just thought it really added to Christmas Day to look outside and see all that snow on the ground. Great deal of fun. Zach, do we have any more snow coming? I saw online a storm heading towards the Midwest, I think, but it didn't look like it's coming here. Do we have any more big snow to worry about right now?
No, unfortunately. Whenever I actually covered for Aaron on Saturday, and that same system that you were just talking about is going to impact the Midwest, they're actually looking to possibly get a big ice storm. And so pretty treacherous road conditions. They could actually see upwards of a quarter, maybe even a half inch of ice in some spots in through Missouri and through Iowa. places out into Illinois as well, whereas on Saturday, this system actually looked like a repeat offender to what we saw on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, where we would start the day with rain showers and then it kind of transitioned over to a wintry mix. Well, models are still not fully agreeing, but I'm starting to interpretate it as hey, it looks like we're going to be seeing some big rain, where we could actually see upwards of an inch of rain by the time, well, I guess New Year's rolls around on Friday. It looks like Wednesday evening is when I'm keeping an eye on rain coming into the forecast area right around 8, 9 o'clock. And it looks like it's going to continue on. There could be a little bit of a wintry mix as temperatures do fall slightly, but I don't think it's going to be cold enough for us to really see anything in terms of snow. And then another system rolls through on Friday, which, again, will be dropping some significant rainfall. Again, maybe 1 to 2 inches of total rain over a 3-day span, and definitely a big way to welcome in 2021 on Friday, because we'll probably finish the year a little below average in terms of total rainfall. We're hovering right around 5 inches below average. Our normal total precipitable water is 37 inches. Right now we're hovering right around 32, 33. So we're a little dry. That is all thanks to that record dry July that we had, this past July.
It's going to be a cold day today, though, right?
Yeah, it's actually going to be the coldest day in the next 7 days are expected, but it's going to be sunny. It's going to be one of those days where, it doesn't look too bad out. Then you walk outside and go, oh, man, where's my winter jacket? That's going to be what you're going to need today. But you're also, Howard, I don't know if you have them on you. You're going to need the sunglasses today. I don't know if they're by you on the desk.
I haven't put them on for a while. Let me see if I can grab. They still here? I still got them here in the office.
Yeah, put them on.
Sunglasses on, just kind of prepare myself for the rest of the day. Okay, got my sunglasses on now. So
there you go, rock on.
Gonna be a sunny day, but a cold one. So it was really cold. I think 25 the last time I checked at the airport. Is that about right?
Yeah, it was. Whenever I got in this morning, it was 30. Where's my temperatures when I walked in? It was 30 degrees this morning. It rose a little bit, but now we're just kind of on a downward trend where we need to drop 2 more degrees for it to be my forecasted low temperature from yesterday. So we need to. Let me go adjust the thermostat real quick. Hold on. All right, I bumped it down 2 notches. Doc didn't, again, I told you, Doc didn't give me the warming code. He gave me the cooling code, but he's coming in at 9:15 to help me out with the graphics update. But I'll bump it down for us.
Okay, very good. What's the rest of the week looking like?
Again, we have that system coming through late Wednesday evening, but we're actually going to warm up. Winds are going to be blowing from the northwest right now, bringing in that Canadian air, which is a lot colder, whereas tomorrow we're going to see southerly winds, and that's actually going to warm us up to the upper 40s. And then that system's coming through late Wednesday evening into Thursday morning, so it looks like New Year's Eve might be a little dicey in the morning, but it should not clear out. The rain should stop, but cloudy skies expected on Thursday, and then another system coming in on New Year's Day itself, and that's going to bring, again, substantial, probably soaking rain. But temperature-wise, we'll be hovering in the 50-degree range on Friday before cooler air starts to funnel its way back into the forecast on the Saturday and Sunday. Temperature-wise, we'll be sitting in that mid to low 40s in through about Monday.
All right, sounds pretty good. Again, bundle up today. Going to be a cold day. Certainly this morning in particular, a cold morning. But at least the sun will be out, so prepare to wear your sunglasses or put the little thingy down in your car so the sun isn't in your eyes when you're driving, I guess.
Yeah, the visor, yeah. I like
there
that.
You go. Thank you. I couldn't think of that word, visor. That was the word I was looking for.
Hey, you help me, I help you. We do it all the time, Howard.
There you go. Hey, good to have you back, Zach. I appreciate it. Aaron did a great job, as he always does, but it's good to have you back. And we'll try it again tomorrow. What do you think?
All right, sounds like a plan to me.
All right, talk to you then. Thanks, Zach.
All right,
Zach Petty from the Big 7, WTRF TV, checking in this morning here on the Watchdog Morning Show. It's 7:50, 10 before the hour. You know, the NFL is in its final leg of the season. College basketball is back, NBA tipping off. So you can add a little excitement to your sports watching experience by betting on all of the action. You can do it all. Where can they do that, Biff? Any idea where they could do this betting? Perhaps might help them out?
FanDuel Sportsbook. I think that might be the best place. There's a reason why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. I've often told you their app is very simple to use. They've got great odds on all different betting markets.
They have unique, fun type bets like the same game parlays, exclusive always on promotions like enhanced odds boosts on the biggest events, and bet insurance to let you get more action out of every game day. And of course, if you win, they get you your winnings safely in as little as 24 hours. And that is a pretty big deal because let's be brutally honest about it. The whole thing is to get some money to you, right? So they do it quickly, which is not always true with all of the sports books. You know, it's very easy to use, very easy to register, very easy to put down your first deposits, easy to find the bets. I know a lot of folks say, oh, I don't know how to bet exactly what to do. It's a very intuitive app at FanDuel Sportsbook, so you can do that. And check it all out at FanDuel Sportsbook. And right now, again, FanDuel is letting you place your first bet risk-free up to $1,000. Place a bet on any game in any of the sports. FanDuel will refund you up to $1,000 back if you don't win. Now, if you win, you win. Life goes on. But if you don't win, they will refund you up to $1,000 back, just even if you lose. And then you can use that on another bet within a handful of days. Seriously, no strings attached. Just place any bet you want. If you win, you keep the cash. If you lose, you'll get your entire bet up to $1,000 back in the credit. So, if you've never tried FanDuel Sportsbook, what are you waiting for? Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started. Be sure to sign up with the promo code Monroe, my name, M-O-N-R-O-E. That way they know that we sent you here on the Watchdog Morning Show. FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Monroe, the big deal of $1,000, basically $1,000 free bet, if you will. Now, you have to be 21 or older. You have to be physically present in Pennsylvania or in West Virginia. Sorry, Ohioans. The first online real money wager only. Site credit is non-withdrawable and does expire in 14 days. So you got to use it within 14 days. Restrictions do apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. And do remember, we'd love to have you play FanDuel and play some bets and have some fun. That's if gambling can be a fun entertainment thing for you. If you have a gaming problem, then visit www.1800gambler.net, or you can call them 1-800-GAMBLER. So check them out. FanDuel Sportsbook, one of the official sponsors here on the Watchdog Morning Show. 6 before the hour. Throughout the week this week, we're going to take some time to look back on some of the big stories of the year. Now, later in the week, McCabe and I will take a lengthy look at some of the Ohio Valley stories of the year gone by. But leading up to that, we'll take a look at some of the big national stories and trends of 2020, including today a look at both the legal and the entertainment stories that made 2020 a pretty big year. Here is the first installment of our legal year in review for 2020.
The shooting death of an African-American woman by cops raiding her Louisville home, becoming one of the cornerstones of the Black Lives Matter movement. At protests around the country. Killed in a hail of police gunfire in her apartment, Breonna Taylor, a former EMT and emergency room technician. Police had forced their way in, but Taylor's boyfriend said he had no idea who they were. He claims he fired his own gun, thinking they were intruders. One of the officers involved, Jonathan Mattingly, telling ABC News he believes they waited too long to go in, and if they had moved in faster,
we would have either served the no-knock warrant or we would have done the normal thing we do, which is 5 to 10 seconds, to not give people time to formulate a plan, not give people time to get their senses so they have an idea of what they're doing. Because if that had happened, Breonna Taylor would be alive.
None of the cops involved have been charged in Taylor's death. I'm ABC News Chief Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas.
And we will take a look at more of the legal stories of this year in review coming up a little bit later on today on the show. And after the top of the hour news break, we'll take a look at we'll take the beginning of our look at entertainment stories of the year, the top entertainment stories of the year. As I said, later in the week, John McCabe and I, newspaper editor, will kick around the Ohio Valley Newsweek in review. We'll do that, I think, on Thursday, right before we wrap up for the New Year's holiday. You know, this year, of course, everybody was buying online, Biffy. A lot of folks didn't want to get into the stores, and so a huge amount of online shopping this year. But and I buy everything online anymore, have for some time, and this year was certainly exclusive online, not even an effort to make other arrangements because I'm sticking away I'm not going into stores and so on. But one of the problems in buying online, of course, is you can't always be sure that what you see online is exactly what you're going to get. And as a result of that, retail experts are expecting shoppers to return twice as many items this year as they did last year. And that means $1.1 billion in returns to retailers. Now, retailers don't want returns, but they do want shoppers who don't feel safe going to stores to be comfortable buying things they haven't seen or tried on in person. So many companies are offering more locations where customers can drop off returns, cutting down on shipping costs and so on. For example, if you buy from Amazon, and we've done this a few times, the Kohl's stores allow you to return your item to their store and just drop off your items. You sign up online with Amazon, say I'm returning this item. They'll give you a return number, and then you just go up to Kohl's and they will take it and ship it and send it back for you. That's a pretty good deal. Also, that's been true for a couple of years. This year, also, Amazon customers can return items at 500 Whole Foods stores. We don't have any around here, but in some places around the country, Whole Foods is a pretty big deal. That is in addition with Amazon's deal with UPS to allow similar drop-offs at UPS stores. So, going to be a lot more returns this year. Certainly, Amazon has been always very good and efficient at their returns, and many other online retailers are being very careful about allowing you to make your returns as well. But it's going to be a pretty big deal because again, you can't, if you order any gifts, for example, well, you can't buy the gifts online. I mean, you can't try out things online, and sometimes even stuff that aren't wearable, you buy them, you think it's one thing, and you get it, and you go, oh, that's not really what I wanted. So, a lot of online returns going to be this year. Well, coming up next hour, we're going to turn to the nation's capital. Tom Squitieri is in with our D.C. Digest. Boy, a lot happening in the COVID relief bill, the defense bill, bigger stimulus payments okayed by the House, still pending in the Senate. All of this is coming up, plus our entertainment year in review. And a lot of complaints over the weekend about some of the public officials going to the head of the line on their vaccine. We'll talk about that too. It's coming up here on the Watchdog Morning Show.
The Watchdog is FM 98.1, AM 1600 WKKX Wheeling, FM 97.7, AM 1370 WVLY Moundsville.
The ABC News is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
General Jerome Adams tweet.
My clock is off by a couple seconds. Biff, I'm going to do the entertainment year in review before we get to Squitieri. So be prepared for that. Okay, okay, good. No, I didn't even know what the individual ones were. I just knew there were 5 of them. So that's good. I'll do celebrities. That's good. Celebrity deaths. I can intro it that way. Okay, and we'll do that. I'll do the preview. I'll do the entertainment year in review, and then we'll get to Squitieri. I better look and see if he sent me anything today. I didn't see anything. Hopefully he hasn't forgotten us.